Find the value of k for which x is equal to 3 is the solution of the quadratic equation k plus 2 in the bracket into x square minus kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Hence, find the other root of the equation. This question was asked in the ICSE 2015 examination, right? Now, so let's start by writing the question once again. So we have k plus 2 in a bracket. So we have k plus 2 x square minus kx plus 6 is equal to 0. And they've given us that x is equal to 3 is a solution of the equation, right? So x is equal to 3 is a solution. So for x is equal to 3. Now remember, if something is a solution of the equation, it must satisfy the equation. That means if I substitute x is equal to 3 in the given equation, the left hand side and right hand side should be equal. So for x is equal to 3, the equation will now become k plus 1. So let's keep in the yellow color, k plus 2, sorry, k plus 2. Instead of x square, now I will have 3 square minus kx, so minus k, and instead of x again, now I would put down 3 plus 6 is equal to 0. So as you can see, now this is becoming turning into one single equation with one single unknown k, which should be easily solvable. So let's simplify this a little. 3 square becomes 9, and then 9 multiplied in here, the distributive property will give me 9k plus 18 minus 3 to k is 3k. 3k plus 6 equal to 0, right? So further simplifying this, 9k minus 3k will give me 6k. So therefore 6k plus 18 plus 6 is 24. So 6k plus 24 is equal to 0, right? Now if I am to rearrange this further, I'll get therefore 6k is equal to minus 24. Take the plus 24 to the other side, right? And now it's 6 into k here, taking to the other side will be division. So k would be equal to minus 24 upon 6, which is minus 4. So the value of k is minus 4. Now it's a two-parter. This is not the final answer. They have asked us, after you find the value of k, we must also find the other root of the equation. So that means I would have to simplify this equation. So first, let's resubstitute the value of k in and get our equation. So therefore, I can say the equation with minus 4 in here becomes minus 4 plus 2 into x square minus, instead of k, I have minus 4 now, into x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so let's simplify. So minus 4 into 2, minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2, so minus 2x square. Minus minus will make it plus 4x, and plus 6 is equal to 0. So I'm about to get my quadratic equation. Now I already have my quadratic equation ready, but if you notice, I have a minus 2 here, plus 4 here, and plus 6 here. If I was to divide this entire equation by minus 2, right, that will simplify. As you can see, minus 2 is a common factor to all of them. Simplifies my sum a little. So minus 2 upon minus 2 will make it x square. 4 upon minus 2 will make it minus 2x, x square minus 2x, and plus 6 upon minus 2 will make it minus 3 is equal to 0. So this here becomes my quadratic equation, which I can solve by splitting the middle term. So if I was to do that, remember, we want two terms which when multiplied will give me the product here, which is, so this is x square, which is nothing but 1x square. So 1 into minus 3, the product is minus 3. I want two numbers multiplied will give me minus 3. And when I add them, right, the sum should be equal to minus 2. So rather simple, because minus 3 into 1 will give me minus 3, and minus 3 plus 1 will make it minus 2. So I have x square minus 3x plus 1x minus 3 is equal to 0. So I split minus 2 into minus 3 and plus x, right? Let's continue. Let's factor the first two terms now, as you can see them. So the first two terms, you can see x is common. So if I take x common outside the bracket, I'll be left with x minus 3 inside. Between the third and the fourth term, there is nothing really common, so I can take the plus 1 outside. And in the bracket, I'll be left with x minus 3 once again. And this is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore, x minus 3, same term, so x minus 3 is common, x plus 1 again, so into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Finally, now the zero product rule, x minus 3 into x plus 1 is equal to 0, so either x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So on solving the first equation, I get x is equal to 3, which I already knew. One of the roots is 3, so this is just reconfirming that. Or if I solve the second equation, I get, take the 1 on the other side, I get x is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to 3 is a root we already knew about in the question itself. So the other root of the equation is minus 1. So let's just write our final answer now. In the question, they had asked us to find first the value of k, which we did over here. We found the value of k to be minus 4. So therefore, our solution, first one is the value of k is equal to negative 4 or minus 4, and the other root of the equation, right? That's what they've asked us to find. The other root is x is equal to minus 1. This here is our final answer.